of these coaches are forging forward. Talks a lot about culture too.
We talked a ton about culture early on in our meeting today, and I love some of the things that he's doing. He's got signs in his gym.
That retention high with players, which is not easy to do in today's transfer portal.
Yeah, I really like listening to Keegan talk about his program and recruiting and training, and I actually sent my assistant coaches up there to watch him train one spring. He's got a great volleyball mind, and they just, like that hit right there, that was an incredible hit. Not really had an approach, but she's got a big time arm.
And then take over the reins fully in your second year as a redshirt.
They're excited to see what she can do, and she's a great athlete.
Texas native now back closer to home. Big swing for Julia Hansen, exploits the middle of the court. Jamie says she's also one of the best blockers in the country, if not the world, per his estimation. Here's Stella Swenson, sets up the middle. A&M gets out of it, but a little bit out of system, limited with their options. Another ball thrown out to the pin high. Minnesota funnels it. And Julia Hansen wide open on the pin. Why was she so available there?
I think same with Minnesota. I'm not sure. I can't remember if really anybody transferred out of there.
Yeah, and now with revenue sharing in the mix, it's another beast to deal with. Okay, there it is, Lauren Crow.
Yeah, she's potentially a first-team All-American this year.
And back to serve here. She's trying not to wear the pressure of playing so well last season. Thibault tracks it down. Acevedo throws it over the net, and the block of Minnesota backs up.
She gets so frustrated because you don't know what to tell your blockers right now. She's hitting every shot. So what do you take away? And
another tip for Hansen.
It's what makes her so good.
Yeah. And Swenson goes out to the pin, and Acevedo.
I live in Wyoming now. They don't have TikTok in Wyoming. It's outlawed.
Oh man, fair enough. Maybe we'll fire it up here throughout the Big Ten season when you're on the mic. Play underway. Stella Swenson kicks it back to Lourdes Myers, who's had to grow into that M1 role. Tip into the block for A&M. Stella Swenson, where was she gonna go? Back row it was. That's a crafty decision.
Ava Underwood is in there for passing, for defense, and playing most of the time. But their other libero, Tatum Thomas.
Moment right now. Minnesota throws it to the pin. Why not? And why wouldn't you? That is a rocket. Either way, it was topsy-turvy. Could have went in either direction. Big serve from Stowers. Heavy cut. Team to develop the general manager role in college volleyball. And several teams have followed suit. How about Lauren Crawl with a big put away? Back in is the primary libero, Ava Underwood, the passing captain of the Texas A&M Aggies, and there is a kill.
Enough what you do. You start doing that.
92,003 fans in Memorial Stadium for that national reference in the football situation there for Volleyball Day in Nebraska back in 2023.
Turned on the United States to college volleyball.
Maddie Walk back to serve. Acevedo goes off the block, loads up again. High opportunity, goes high hands. That time deep to the baseline. Here it's a whole production, and we appreciate all the efforts that go into this production to bring the greatest show in town to you back home. How about the house from Minnesota?
On the board by herself for the second time of the day. Bashir blocked, turned away by Lourdes Myers. For the Gophers at 6 kills. Mustangs go to Thalken, and she is turned away. She'll pop it over. Ellis Scott takes it. They go up the middle, and it's turned right away by Lourdes Myers. It's Snook And the middle, Cameron Wise in the front row, as well as setter Lindsey Green. Green will set Snook, and she is turned away. Three-time District 16-6A Outstanding Blocker of the Year. And the serve from Swenson gets straight to Tyler, and another block. The junior middle is serving for the Cardinals. Off the net, Hansen's able to get it. She'll take an aggressive swing from the back row. And a tough set for her to get. Not the aggressive bump to start out with. And she's able to. Thibault back serving with a 14-7 lead. Point here sends us to the media timeout. And a block from Julia Hansen. Tiffany Snook swinging on that right side. Hansen gets the block. 7-5 Gophers. Acevedo on a run here. We'll see how long the Cardinals let it go. Good serve. They'll go outside to Carson Tyler, and a big swing is turned away by Minity. The front row has Minity, Gilk, and Hansen. Good float from Gar. They'll go to that right side, and Hansen with the stuff. She gets the ball off the serve. Gustafson turned away. Is setting for the Tommies right now. Serve picked up by Vogel. Kaylee will set the middle, turned away. Calissa Minity says no. Gopher fans on their feet for Georgia Lee, a good job filling that role right now, just coming in to serve. They'll run that slide, picked up by Thibault. Kinney will tap it over on an out-of-system set. Schmidt is turned away. Serve handled in system. They'll go to Schmidt. She's turned away, and the Tommies can't pick up the block. Serve taken by Polabiak. Hansen will just bump it over. Free ball for the Tommies. They'll run that slide. Wetter turned away. Tonight for this 5 o'clock Saturday game, Thibault serving for the set. They'll run that back row through Rotkai. Swenson dumps it for the set.
Really smart play by Stella Swenson. I mentioned this early on in the set. Coach Keegan Cook said he wanted to see Stella Swenson call.
Reset match, their win over Marquette as Minnesota's reeled off 10 straight. Solo stop up the middle. Lourdes Myers says no.
You just love to see the discipline out of Lourdes Myers here. She stays here. She can see the gap set coming at her.
She's got 6 kills on 15 swings. Tied up at 24. Somehow that doesn't land with the pancake by Goff. Up the middle again, and a one-on-one stop by the freshman Taylor.
Jordan Taylor, what a stuff after an incredible pancake here by McKenna Gar to keep the point open. But
Long from squat position, just gets that over. There's Myers a little outside of her reach, kept up by Schneider. On the back row, a blast by Acevedo.
wow. Alex Acevedo, what a back row swing. We don't see her run that big as much as Julia Hansen does. And you see the Michigan State block pretty well prepared. But
Julia Hansen will serve here. This one's up, straight down, a good dig from Gar there. Another Rutgers miscommunication, but they're able to save it. And a good reaction from Rutgers to the Swenson set over. Hansen straight down the middle. Big kill from Julia Hansen.
that is a phenomenal kill for Minnesota. Talk about their defense playing on both sides of the net.
Swenson sends it over, and what do you know, will end with a service ace. That was the story of the second set here. Make it 2 in a row again, and 4 total for Stella Swenson.
Michigan looking for a set win in conference play. Forget about a match win just yet.
To develop behind Melanie Schaffmaster. who's an excellent setter for the Golden Gophers. Hansen from the back row, little shove. Now Reed bashes one past the block. Minnesota somehow kept it alive. Back row attack. Hansen hammers it.
Northwestern had the momentum on that point, and Minnesota a really good. You're getting that sense that Minnesota's starting to pull away just a little bit.
Quick set, blocked straight in front.
Would have been a very impressive dig, but Campbell, Harris, the kill.
Swenson over to Acevedo. Set a bit too far. Dignan, bump set. Bullington blocked. El Nadi defensively keeping it alive. From the back row, a roll shot. Great defense. Gar that time with the dig. Dignan now. Some great volleyball here in Evanston. And finally, Hansen finishes it off. Past Dignan in the back row. 10-9 lead for Minnesota. Swenson a quick set. Gary denies. Free ball bump over. Reed with an opportunity. Swenson keeps it alive. Gilk. Far side for Reed again. Taylor, a left-handed fling. Gary off the block. Kinney finally bashes it home.
And she's had 10 games of 30-plus assists already this season. And Kinney with her second ace already. Once again, Kinney attacks Stoller. Tooman finds Webker on the outside, and that is sent back.
Minnesota hitting 188 so far here in this first set, so not terribly efficient, but yeah, thus far effective.
Bounces right in front of the hands of Stoller.
Minnesota's passing is shaky. Their ball control is shaky, and if Ohio State can keep them out of system or continue to get aces.
Kinney, big swing, and they take set one. And it was a Kinney set, whether in the block or with the kills. She had a great one, the freshman.
She's 8 kills on 12 swings with only 1 error, hitting .583.
Off the net from Gilk. Tooman sets cross court to Jones. Gilk keeps it up. Bump set from the back row for Hansen. Hasbrook down to it. Jones taps it over. Swenson a bump set for Hansen. Free ball. In system, Gophers find Myers. Myers another hack. Gauthier from the back row finds Jones. Swenson taps it over. Diving dig from Hasbrook. What a rally we're seeing here from these two teams. Hansen through the block and puts the hammer down. Here is Hansen again. And attacks Stoller newly into the game. Jones. Nice job getting low from Gilk. And now Kinney. Cross court, diving play made by Hasbrook. Gunesh through the block. Kinney again, taps over. Hasbrook sets to Gunesh. Cross court, nice job Gilk, once again digging. And Julia Hansen, the back row attack, soars in. 8-point Gopher lead. Right in front of the face and hands of Hasbrook, and another ace. Block is there to hit it as hard as she can, and another freshman delivering. Free ball overpass. Minnesota pushes it back. Gunesh into the block. Jordan Taylor and Kelly Kinney.
Would feel huge for them, especially for Coach Keegan Cook in his homecoming, and he gets it on the ace.
What a great response by Minnesota after such a challenging first set. They really fought back.
2 for Indiana.
Oh, it lands in. Floats just inside the line, and Minnesota's the first to 15.
Zone 6 of the court. That's something you can't do in an out-of-system situation.
Even on some of these serves, Indiana's not reading them very well. That is an ace that was in by a good couple of feet. Now starting for Minnesota. The last couple of weeks, it's been a feeling out process. Make it 2 in a row for Swenson. Indiana having all kinds of trouble.
I'd love to see Minnesota take care of that first ball and then go power with their offense when they have it, like they're good at.
They come up with a defensive play, the block from Hansen.
A little side-eye look from Myers to Charles saying, hey, young buck, I used to run things here. And that one is sky high. McAleer into the table. Anderson gets it over. Oh my goodness. But Minnesota responds. Stella Swenson with the dump. And set point it is. The Gopher block finishes off the Boilers in set number 1, 25-19. 800, 8 for 10, man, that is ridiculous. And another one, 6th service ace of the matchup. Beautiful dig from McAleer. Woolard. Gophers trying to respond. Kane keeps it up. Grace Heaney taps it over. Minnesota ready. Hansen. Foot save. Oh my goodness. What a kick save.
What incredible mind
Long
by the
rally.
freshman.
High hands. And Minnesota somehow stays alive. One more point for Minnesota and we'll switch sides. And there it is. An ace.
Swenson have really teamed up well with their blocking. Hernandez tries it again, and Minnesota again says no. After this match tonight, this would be a huge victory to set them up for that stretch. Julia Hansen, what else can you say? Ripping it from the back row for 20 kills. Minnesota leading 13-6. Make that 14-6 with an explosive swing by Jordan Taylor. Of course, my partner being a middle blocker, we're going to shout that out anytime we can. Taylor DeBoer, wow, and right there absorbing it all is Hansen. DeBoer again unleashing a big swing, and Minnesota makes the denial at the net.
Late to the assignment because she thought that ball was going to be set to the middle. She just stretches over and gets a part of it.
And here we go again. Ace serve by Minnesota. Where have you heard this before? Hansen. Got it done.
That's in. Perfectly placed ball on the ace from Kelly Kenny, her 16th of the season.
Gilk gets it into play. Alexis Ewing getting a lot of action here in set 1. And a free ball coming here for the Nittany Lions. On the slide, that is turned back by Hansen, who read it perfectly. Hansen, big swing. Kate Thibault is able to keep it up. And Hansen going off the block with a lot of power, but it works for Minnesota. Tie for the team high with Gilk with 7 kills. The leader is Martin with 10 in this match. Hansen going over the block, Hop sticks with it. Swenson with the dump in.
Really smart by Stella Swenson there.
Set point number 3 for Minnesota. From the back row, it is Hansen trying to return the favor. Kennedy Martin, somehow that's kept in play at the net. Will go on. Martin once more kept in check. She's going to get another swing. Hansen from the back row, absorbing that heat is Selman, the outside. Another big dig. And Mendelson is going to get the point that just landed. Efficiency that she has, her 3rd straight match with at least 20 kills, her 7th of 25 plus this season. Hansen from the back row takes care of it.
A really smart play by Minnesota.
A big block that time. Julia Hansen does it herself.
Another power play. Gilk with a scrambling touch to keep it going. Bolin backtracking Going to Byzantine out of the back row, but Minnesota had it red. Jordan Taylor and company